Do not start dropshipping until you watch this video. Dropshipping has become an overhyped business that promises quick profits and easy wins. But before you dive in, you need to understand the advantages and the cons of this business model. In this video, we will break down the pros and the cons of this business model in depth. And I'm going to be completely honest, which unfortunately in the dropshipping community is not very common. It's very easy to show off your big revenue numbers, but what a lot of people miss is the big cons and risks of dropshipping. So make sure to stick around until the end if you're thinking about starting this business. Hey everyone, my name is Sarkis. I've scaled numerous e-commerce and dropshipping stores to 6 figures and beyond. If you want to stay up to date with the journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell on so you don't miss out. Without further ado, let's jump right in. First and foremost, for the people that don't know what dropshipping is a business model where you sell products online, but you don't own any inventory. In fact, you don't own the product at all. As a dropshipper, your main responsibility is to find a trending product, build a niche, really nice store around it, then create good advertising so you can get customers in, handle customer complaints and customer service overall, but the whole manufacturing, shipping, and fulfilling will be left to your supplier back in China. What's really good about this, since you don't own any product, is you can choose a product today and start selling today. So, as a recap, dropshipping does not require you to do any prior investment in terms of inventory. Alright, now that you guys have a pretty clear idea of what dropshipping is, what are the main pros of dropshipping? The first advantage, this business model is such a low entry business model, meaning you don't have to invest too much money to start it out. In fact, if you want to start your first Shopify for free today, then use the link in my description. And since you don't have to own any inventory, you basically don't have to put down any initial payment to start it out. Dropshipping also comes with reduced overhead costs, meaning you don't have to worry about warehousing, packaging, or shipping. So, no operational costs. Another amazing advantage with dropshipping is it's super easy to start. You can decide to start this business model today and build an entire website in a matter of minutes. Then you can quickly list products from your suppliers and start advertising. So, theoretically, it's very easy to set up. There's no complex structure, you don't have to worry about too many things. It's really just about building a website and then finding products, putting them on your website, and then the rest is pretty easy. So there's not much complexities around the setup. It's very easy to build it up and start. Now, my favorite advantage of dropshipping is the flexible location. I can't stress this enough. Freedom of location is such good freedom. You can travel all around the world. All you need is a good internet connection to get things going. So if you like traveling and living the nomad lifestyle, then this is definitely a business model you should be thinking about. Another great advantage of dropshipping is the wide product selection. Since you don't have to commit to any singular product at the beginning, you can literally decide products in all sorts of niches to advertise and work with. This allows you to adapt yourselves to the marketing trends. So basically, if there's a trend in Christmas, you can set up a product during Christmas, take it out, and then set up another product during summer. Obviously, if you had an e-commerce and you committed to that Christmas product, then every year you have to wait for that season to come to sell these products. Whereas dropshipping, you can basically do whatever you want. This gives you back control to following the desire of the market and adapting yourself effectively. Another great advantage of dropshipping is the scalability. It's very easy to scale since you don't have to worry about inventory management or the shipping and fulfilling complexities. All you have to worry about is advertising properly, and then you can scale that to the moon if there's a proper market fit. On top of that, dropshipping allows you to target pretty much anyone in the world. Whereas if you had a shop, let's say in Spain, you can only target the people down your street or the people in the country. Having an online business model allows you to scale to numbers you can't even imagine. The best thing about dropshipping is you can automate the entire process. For example, for my shop, I am putting 2 hours on a Monday just to analyze the week, and then 15 minutes every single day just to make sure the ads are running okay and to scale up the budget or scale it down. I would say the most important thing of this entire process is the ad creative. creatives. I founded a really good team around that. I have a copywriter, a researcher, and a video editor / graphic designer. And every single week, all they do is send me videos and creatives for me to test out. If you guys are struggling with your sales in your dropshipping store, it's most likely your ads. Make sure to check out Boost Ecom ads if you want all of that taken care of for you. My team and I will do in-depth research around your product, find the trends in your niche, build a script, build a video, and then send it out to you in a matter of 2 to 3 days. So make sure to click that link in the description so we can help you out. Now, the biggest advantage of dropshipping is the low risk entry. Deep down, what did you lose? Maybe a few hours learning a new skill and a few extra bucks in advertising. Let's say you find out that this dropshipping business is not for you. You can literally just close down your shop and move on with your life. Whereas any other business model out there, there's usually a bigger commitment in terms of financial and time before you see any sort of returns. In my eyes, starting dropshipping has no risk whatsoever. There's no losing, there's just winning. So anyone curious out there can typically start it and end it if they find out that, okay, this is not really the thing I like, that's not what I like to do, I don't like staring at a computer all day, then I will find a different business model out there. And dropshipping allows you to do that freely and easily. Now, sounds too good to be true, right? Well, let me tell you the cons of dropshipping. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to this channel and put that notification bell on so you don't miss out. Listen, I don't blame you for this. I do not know why people all over the internet show it off as dropshipping made them tens of millions of dollars and all they had to do is test out the first product and it worked magically. I'm a very hardworking person. I work over 12 hours a day, and let me tell you, I started 1 year grinding on dropshipping and it wasn't working out, and I felt so bad because all I saw on YouTube were people making tens of thousands a month and asking myself, like, what am I doing wrong? I was so confused. And so the high expectations and low results made me feel so bad about the entire process that I almost gave up many times. The reality is, building a successful dropshipping store takes a lot of effort, expertise, and time. It can take months or even years to master the skill. Statistically wise, it actually takes 10 products to find a winner. But all you see all over the internet is people testing one product and then saying that they made 10K by the end of the week. This is a lie, people. Do not believe this. Yes, you can make a lot of money with dropshipping, but it takes a lot of work. This brings me to the second con of dropshipping, which is the high competition. Since it's such a low risk and low entry business, people from all ages try to enter and make something out of it. So you can see people from 15, even 14 years old to 65 trying to enter the dropshipping world. And what this leads to is so much competition. You know, years back when dropshipping wasn't as known, it was very easy to pick a product, do some basic advertising, and make a lot of money. But nowadays, if you're picking a product, imagine there's 100 people out there picking the same product because they're all learning the same strategies, and you really have to put a lot of effort to stand out in your offer, in your website, and in your advertising. So although it's a low risk business, it is very competitive. Another disadvantage of dropshipping is the thin margins. Most of the time what happens is, if you're selling a product and 100 people are selling the same product, it becomes a race to the bottom in terms of pricing. And so someone starts at 40, then another competitor comes into the market, he prices it at 35, then someone else at 30. And so you start going so low that your margin becomes very little. And obviously, since you are not a brand yet, you just have a product, you have to be competitive in terms of pricing. People out there are selling it at 25. You can't come to the market and sell it at $40. So it goes back to high competition. There's also price competition. That is really bad. Who wants to wait 60 days to receive a product? So whenever you are dropshipping, you really have to trust your supplier and make sure they're shipping and delivering the products on time. If you want to work with a private supplier that ships products from 6 to 12 days as a maximum, make sure to DM me on Instagram and I'll help you out. Other than the shipping times, we also have a lack of control on inventory and quality. Meaning, if we're working with the wrong supplier and they're sending us really bad quality to our clients, that's gonna hurt us so bad. You might get a lot of sales, but after 2 weeks, you're gonna get hit with chargebacks, holds, restrictions, it's gonna be horrible. So you gotta make sure the quality is on point. Same goes with inventory. If you're not working with someone that you trust that can tell you when inventory is running low, that can be very problematic. Imagine you're selling 10 products a day and then suddenly the supplier on AliExpress just shows that he has 0 inventory left and there's no other suppliers on the market selling this product. What are you gonna do? Absolutely horrible. That can cut your entire business and stop it completely. So you gotta make sure that you're working with someone you can trust and that knows their way around China in terms of if the product gets discontinued by one manufacturer, they can get it going with another. Now, the last disadvantage with dropshipping is your branding challenges. Many dropshipping products are very generic and it's very hard to stand out, especially that you're selling something that everyone else is selling. And not having a brand can really hurt you long term because all you're doing is getting that first purchase, but then the loyalty of the customer and the retention is gone out of the window. Building a brand is the only way to counteract that. So with dropshipping, it's hard to build a really loyal community that will keep coming back for more and more products. So should you start dropshipping in 2024? I would say absolutely, but with the right work ethics and expectations. The reason why I say this is because dropshipping is such a low risk and low entry business model that basically what you're gonna get is only upsides, no downsides. You're gonna get to learn how to build a business online, learn how to run a business overall, learn how to manage people, understand demand, understand market fit, understand marketing. These are all high income skills. And let's say you realize that dropshipping isn't the right thing for you, but you really fell in love with advertising. I see a lot of people opening up an advertising agency, but dropshipping as a business model is such a good business model to start with, especially if you're an aspiring entrepreneur. You will learn so much. I love dropshipping. I've been doing it for years and now I'm seeing the fruits happen. But I can say more importantly that I have so many skills. I know how to navigate Shopify like the back of my hand. I know how to advertise. I know how to build and create. I know how to catch attention through my ads. And these are all skills that all brands in the world want. And what better way to cultivate these skills at a low risk and low financial investment? I think it's a catch. Yes, it's a business model that isn't for everyone, but the true secret to succeeding is basically to never give up. This video is as real as it gets. I gave you all the pros and all the cons. If you guys like this kind of video, make sure to stay tuned by subscribing to this channel, and I'll see you all next week.